Okay.
So when's the stream happening?
Right now.
Cool. Am I on stream?
Probably. Can I grab a group link? And find it.
So when's the stream happening?
Okay, welcome to the OLTP Season 2 semi-final opening match between the Spikedelic Deathcaps, who finished second in the regular season, and Kapehameha, who finished third in the regular season. This is the first game of the two semi-finals. The second one between 0.12 Ribbles and the Cat 22s will be played immediately after this game. For those watching the stream, I am Closec12, and joining me tonight will be Radian and Venetics.
Yo!
Would you say this is the semi-final to decide who will face Rubles in the final classic?
As captain of the Rebels, I certainly hope so. We definitely have a tough game coming up against Cat 22s. I think this game will be one that a lot of people will be focusing on, but I think a lot more focus will go on to the second semi-final. Two historic sides, both played Season 1. Both have had two really tough games against each other in the past. I think the second semi-final is going to be the big one, but this one is a great way to kick us off.
The first they played last round on Holy Save, which for a win for Kapehameha. It'll be interesting to see how they convert that win on a heavily offensively favoured map to a heavily defensive favoured map to start.
Yeah, especially with some allegations from members of the community about the circumstances in which Kapehameha got the win. Just for those who aren't familiar, Kapehameha won 5-3. And there were a lot of allegations that the game was thrown. Unfortunately, that has not been proven. And
Very
so
weird
Kapehameha
decision.
are in here.
Very weird decision if it was thrown by Deathcaps. Now they're facing one of the best defensive sides on the most defensive map. Very tough for a decision if it was.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those strange things, and this has the potential to backfire on them hilariously. Star is a very defensive map. Just from my own experience running scrims and stuff, it's been a real struggle for defensive teams to get out and around.
A is out. Speaking of struggling out,
That's a big one.
and Drogo is on red grab.
Great work by Docker Gun and Flame there, cutting them off, cutting it off perfectly, really.
And blocks Drogo's escape route from the middle. And for the viewers on the stream, this will be 2 games of 2 10-minute halves. Well, best of 3, I believe.
That is correct. So should either side win the opening 2 games, they will win the match.
Very nice boosting from Drogo to get around Flame. It's a full-on offensive defense from Kapehameha. But they are struggling to reset and end this regrab train of Spikedelic Deathcaps. But I guess
This could be a reset now, though.
Yeah. Fortunately, Spike that.
Spikedelic Deathcaps, of course, known for being a very good offensive team, and their chains have been quite good all season.
I was talking to Drink Bleach earlier on in the week, and he was saying that their offense has really been, top notch the entire season, very consistent, and their defense was the main thing they will have to focus on this game because it's been the least consistent. He was basically saying that if the defense have a good game, they should win, but if they have a bad game, then their offense is definitely going to need to carry them.
And Joey gets out.
Yep, I thought it was just an interesting insight from the captain there.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, you look at the two players who play offensively. We've got
Oh, look at this cap. No, I really thought that was going to be a cap. That's insane.
4 blocks, and Drogo gets out of position, looking for the rolling ball.
That is a cap on the counter.
Very nice cap from Whiskey Jack.
So
Beautiful save
Kapehameha.
and a cap.
Oh no, that won't be a second. But Kapehameha take early blood here. It's 1-0 over Spikedelic Death Caps.
I'd verge on saying they're almost lucky to get that cap, really. But if Spikedelic Death Caps are going to fall out of a position like that,
nice.
then they did deserve it.
From Drogo, and it should be a counter cap. 1-1.
That will be. Interesting to see A. Lameo playing a more defensive position there as Drogo came in for the cap.
Oh,
good
nice
play.
streaks from A.
Oh, the noob spikes.
Very nice streaks there.
I have to say, noob spikes have to be so frustrating on this map when they happen to you. But, when you do it, it's always a relief. So, it's like a love-hate thing. Drogo, smart flag carrying there, just biding his time. Vix managing to hit the nice bomb out, but spiking himself. Whiskey managing to stay alive and getting out of the base,
And
getting past
Bleach,
Drogo, Bleach, and Verona.
That's twice now Drogo's been out of position due to a power-up.
Oh.
Oh, very unlucky there.
But great play by A and the Spikedelic Death Caps to recover from that.
And the return is a cap for Death Caps, or Drogo misses the snipe.
That was very smart play by Vexation, just to draw Drogo away long enough.
I was unlucky by Bleach. That was a good good idea, but just it didn't quite work out.
Oh, poor communication there.
Both teams very wary of that gate.
How big do my fellow commentators believe the button and the middle gate will have in these teams tonight?
I think it's an extremely important aspect, but it's one that isn't you don't see happening all the time. It's quite subtle. It's only used in certain circumstances, but when it is used, it's it often can result in a cap or stuff like that. Really.
And looks like a cap will be here. It's 2-1. Spikedown Death Caps. Looks like Death Caps has the better power control so far of the two teams.
Although failing to notice the rolling bomb on the top left. Nope, A's remembered.
Yep. Really saw it like 5 seconds ago.
Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah.
Worked out though.
Yep. Clever block.
Whiskey Jack playing out of his socks, juking for days, not managing to slip through that gap though.
Managed to stall for time.
That was poor positioning by Kapehameha. They really could have taken advantage of the handoff eventually, but they just failed to get into the right spot.
That was poor for me.
Don't usually see him fuck up boosts like that. No, nice work. That was great by A.
3 times in a row from Alamera to get that right side power up. Kapehameha have no control over it.
It's good use of the tag pro there by A, using the button as well.
Really smart playing right there.
To cap as well.
Drogo's got to do some work though.
Nice work from Dokugan to slip through that block.
I have to say the Spikedelic Death Caps definitely look like they're working well as a team and positioning themselves well. Kapehameha seem to be a little bit on the opposite end of that, a little bit more kind of running around with not so much purpose really. Spikedelic just seem to know exactly where they're all supposed to be, and it's working well for them. That said, Dokugan and Flame are chasing quite well.
I'd say Death Caps has the majority of the momentum at the moment.
Yep. They've had a lot of opportunities. I think the score could be higher, but at the same time, the offensive defense for Kapehameha has been pretty good and has just really stopped any of those caps.
Yep.
Drogo with some great flag carrying. Vix too.
This could be a chance.
Verona
not
the best move.
Whiskey should be out though. As goodbye, Drago, but Bleach will be coming down. Oh, Verona not seeing the flag.
Very unlucky. Just an interesting fact of note for Kapehameha, they're not in their captain, Vegeta SSJ4, otherwise known to the community as Bobe, instead deciding to go with Whiskey Jack.
I think that's actually been a pretty good decision so far. I'm not sure how well or badly Bobby's playing, but Whiskey Jack has been playing really well. Like, you're seeing some fantastic jukes on his behalf.
Yeah, he's been a lot like that.
Wow.
Was Verona that
Yeah,
himself
you don't often see that, but it does happen.
That might be one of the fails.
Just wait until us.
Yeah.
Kapehameha gets away from their defense. Flame still chasing him. A goes around that corner superbly, but can't get past fixation. Whiskey Jack has got the grab now.
And Drago will be out. Yep.
Whiskey getting shot down by Bleach and Verona.
Smart defense right there. Drago can't get past Dokugan here. Well, he might get some help from Kapehameha with the tag pro. He takes out one with that.
Dokugan, like he has all season, leading the return count with 10 returns so far.
Tense times here.
Ooh.
Potential chance on for Kapehameha. Could they get the return?
Wow.
They will, due to that miscommunication.
Second time we've seen that boost result in a return from a
puts the
teammate.
scores level for this half and this game, 2-2.
If this remains level, Def Caps will be extremely disappointed with that.
This is a game that we're expected to win. This is a game that people have accused them of creating for themselves. So if they were to not come out of this half in the lead, they would be quite disappointed.
Flame the defender now, pulling off some jukes, but not managing to get quite out of the base.
Makes the room for Vex though.
Yep.
Verona just misses him. Vex is starting to go down the bottom now, but decides against it. He's just going to wait on that side.
He's just trying
Better option.
to buy some space to get around that top. Nice work by him
Very
there.
smart play.
Not quite so
Gets
good
past
there.
A and hits the spike. You expect more at the top level.
I think it was just kind of trying to dodge those chases, and it kind of just forced him into the spike. It wasn't probably on purpose, really.
It does happen. Obviously, it wasn't on purpose, but
I'd say since that miscommunication between A and Verona resulting in the cap, the momentum has swung quite drastically to Kapehameha's favour.
I think, yeah, that's a fairly warranted point, as Drago attempts to get away with the flag.
Oh, that was unlucky.
With Bleach
That
with
would have been a
tag pro.
cap, yeah.
No, he just goes straight into Spike.
Oh, great juke by Whiskey,
Oh.
but the noob spike is too strong. It's not usually a place you see noob spikes, but, you know, I guess it works.
it works if you have someone there to clean up.
Yep.
A with the tag pro.
How much could this tag pro shape this ending? 20 seconds?
Whole bump with Dokugan.
It's very close. Whiskey Jack does have the flag.
They need a
Dokugan's
return.
there for the return as well, for the regrab too.
Yeah. But Bleach has gone
Bleach
down.
is covering.
No.
There's 5 seconds left.
Nah, nothing's probably going to
That will
happen
be
here.
it. So we enter the
Half
half.
finishes 2-2.
Yes.
I feel like there's like kind of like two commentaries going on at the same time almost sometimes, but... Oh, hey Sizzled. Nice of you to join us. Well, that was a pretty great first half, I think. Really, Spikedelic not probably doing as well as expected, as you guys mentioned. However, Kapehameha also probably not playing as well as I thought they should have. But I think towards the end of that first half, they definitely pulled themselves together and managed to swing the momentum to them. What are you guys' thoughts? Why do you think Spikedelic aren't really doing as well as they should be?
It's a very defensive map, and having a great offense is, of course, great, but you can't be expected to do well on a very defensive map if your defense isn't as good as your offense. I think that this is the best defense against the best offense, and it goes to show because the scores are level at this point. And I'm actually almost surprised that Kapehameha aren't in front.
I will just remind on, if we're looking at the gas stats, currently Spikedelic Caps have the number 2 offense in the league, of course behind 0.12 rubles. and Kapehameha is one of the top defenders.
Ah, yes,
So-
of course. Gus stats don't always tell the truth, but
Exactly.
I definitely do rate the team Spikedelic Deathcaps and their offense. It's definitely a very good offensive team.
Yeah, I think Spikedelic, they have the stronger team on paper, but Kapehameha have been playing really well and just doing enough to keep themselves in the game. So we are getting in news that apparently Whiskey Jack has gone AFK for 10 minutes, so we might have a substantial delay, depending on whether Kapehameha can get someone in.
We've got 4 people in the Kapehameha room, so they should be able to rock on.
Yes, Bobby is there.
It could be making a bit of a swap here.
But we really tough. Whiskey Jack would have been one of their best players. Definitely saved just a few caps. Use him. Score is 2-2.
So what are we thinking for the next half?
I'm expecting Death Caps to still win, at least the first game. They can cut down on a few of their miscommunications,
Mm-hmm.
which still should result in their win.
I think it should be tight. It's expected to be tight. It is Star, after all. So I think the offense of Spikedelic Deathcaps might just beat them. I'm expecting 2-1 this half, 4-3 overall.
Alright, so as it stands, it is currently 2-all at the break, and we are still waiting for the 4th Kapehameha player to return. In the meantime, should we discuss the last game involving these two sides, which took place in round 7 on OLTP? I'm not sure how many of you watched the game, but where do we think Kapehameha, of course, escaped with the win? Do we think that they can repeat this here tonight?
I think they can.
A couple of people who were claiming that they just threw the game as a tactical decision so that they could play them in this game, thinking that they could beat them, but that might not necessarily be true if they really did get beaten by them, and potentially beaten by them again, if not tied. Well, I suppose this is a semi-finals match, so they can't get tied again there. So I still think it's up in the air. It's certainly a team that's proven themselves of Kapehameha in the last 2 rounds, if you include this one.
This come out. really don't believe Death Caps through that game. Because if they did, it was a very poor move. It was definitely against our games against Kapehameha, who we played twice due to replay. Their defense was probably the most defense that we struggled against. Would you agree with that, Questek?
I feel, yeah.
In the first game, it was a 1-1 tie, and then the second game, it was a really 1-2-1.
I believe we won 4-2 first replay. Yeah, we did. I definitely feel like out of all the defenses we played, Kapehameha had probably the most difficult one to escape from. As an offender, like myself this season, I just feel, yeah, like you look at the sides that made the finals. Obviously, I hadn't played much against our own defense, which is a good thing, I'd argue. But the Death Caps one I found lacking in a few spots, especially when we played them on Blastoff, which is not the most defensive map as well. But it was just, I just feel like they were lacking something, and especially Bleach has also raised that point, as Radiant was saying earlier. The Death Caps really needed to focus on their defense for this game, especially as Star is a very defensive map. And then the Cap 22s, we didn't have the honour of playing against Radiant last round when we played them. But in my own opinion, I just feel Cap 22s are still lacking just that thing to get enough done. I definitely feel Kapehameha, despite all their pratfalls and shortcomings that they've had this season with the controversies and stuff, I feel that their defense of Dokugan and Flame has just been beyond pretty much every other defensive partnership in this league this season. And I really think that if they play well enough, they can get the win purely off that.
Completely agree.
Okay. Apparently we are about to kick off the second half. There has been no changes in either lineup for Death Caps or Kapehameha. And just to remind all you viewers, the score is still Kapehameha 2, Spikedelic Death Caps 2.
3, 2, 1.
Interesting start here, both sides, both managing to pick up a rolling bomb. A and Drogo hitting into the base. Verona and Drink Bleach managing to get rid of Vexation. Whiskey, however, is managing to get through that middle part. A's being blocked out of the way. Good chance for Whiskey, but A too strong. Those blocks really should have been in place there.
It's
That was more of a Vexation, pushing A into... He was countering Flame Dokugan's block.
I feel like if you have three people blocking like that, it's never going to work out quite right. It's probably better just have two.
Yeah.
Great grab from Whiskey and Vex there. Can Vex capitalize though? Looks like he can. Managing to slip through that middle. Verona and Bleach out of position. Can the blocks be in Cape's favor this time though? Oh, great juking by Vexation. Oh, unlucky there. I really thought they were going to pull through a cap there. Whiskey's got the regrab going. Interesting to note that Kapehameha not choosing to pull off a regrab train. Vex managing to get a power-up though. This could work out for Kape. A power-up on Star, Tag Pro on Star for defense is extremely strong. This is going to be a cap. Whiskey Jack and Kapehameha pulling one cap ahead in the second half of the first match. Vex dispatching of the rest of Spikedelic Death Caps before his Tag Pro is out. Bleach managing to hit that button and delay the offensive. I don't even know how you pronounce that name. I'm just gonna say Kappa now.
Kapehameha? Kapehameha? Is that what you're doing?
Kapehameha.
Kapehameha.
Such an awkward name.
It definitely seems that Kapehameha have come out of this second half at the start really wanting to secure the win. They've definitely had the momentum.
If he used that boost correctly.
Yeah, just a little bit of a muck up there. He's managing to hold on though.
Whiskey gets away.
I think Whiskey is really playing out of his socks here. Unfortunate there though.
Nice. Odd bomb. Okay.
Great patience by Dokugan there.
Vex picks up another tag.
Great teamwork by Dokugan and Whiskey. They're just pushing A into the teammates. Drogo's coming through though. Vex has got a tag pro, so it'll probably be pretty tricky for Drogo to cap. He's going to wait it out. Smart move. Dokugan's lining up the snipe. Nope.
Whiskey's way again.
And Drogo's taking another lap around. Only to be taken out by Dokugan, and then Whiskey followed suit.
Ooh.
This could be a cap. No. Great button by Bleach and Drogo.
Crucial button.
Yep. I've noticed in Scrim against them that the Spikedelic love to use that button. They're really good at using it, always catching me and a lot of the other teammates I played with off guard. However, the defense is failing them this half, with Vex managing to slip out again. Great juke by Vex, and that's the second time we've seen that this match.
Second time Shavrona's done it.
I know. Oh, it's unlucky for him. A little bit of a different scenario though. He's going for the snipe, so it's a little bit more forgivable, really. Oh, Whiskey Jake getting that nice power up. Luckily not a tag pro. It's dispatched straight away by Drogo. Flames there with the tag pro to follow around. This is going to be another cap. 2-4 to Kappa now. Oh, Vex not managing to quite slip through those spikes.
I've seen Spikedelic Deathcaps play in scrims, and they're a completely different team in scrims. They were being a lot more, Drinkbleach in particular, being a lot more resourceful with the things in the map, using the button and the gates more to their advantage. Bull Drogo and Kapehameha working together a lot more and stuff like that, and they're not doing any of that here.
Yep, that's definitely something I've noticed. It's quite funny. The rest of the season, it was the exact opposite. They played horrible in scrims and played well in the games, but, tides have turned. Just being patient, just waiting there. I think that's one of the aspects of Star. You really, as a flag carrier, just got to wait it out, because going in, balls deep is just going to fuck you up.
That's some classic commentating.
That I just didn't know what to say. But that's, you get the gist of it.
Get the jizz of it, if we're going balls deep.
Grabbing a tag pro, pulling a sizzled, really.
These wonderful analogies.
True Kiwi.
We'll call them analogies. Vexation getting returned from Kapehameha and Drinkbleach, and that's finally a cap in this half from Bull Drogo.
Poor positioning overall from Kapehameha.
Bleach, maybe going offense? That button, just destroying them. Too bad it's not used enough. Oh, sneaky grab by A. Nice juke. Bleach and A trying to pull up the blocks, not managing to though. Bit of a sticky scenario.
I think he would have made it if he committed to it, but...
I think that's the thing with blocking. The flag carrier, when you're blocking for the flag carrier just really needs to commit to one side, because it's going to be tricky to block if they're jumping around the spot. But
Whiskey is standing still.
And Whiskey could have some connection issues. Hopefully they have someone to sub him in.
Spikedelic Deathcap should be making use of it. Not doing anything outside the group, which is indicative that he's disconnected entirely. No match for Vexation though, as he gets away.
Great juking by Vex.
Despite being on his own, gets a perfect split. Bull Drogo out of position.
Wow,
with
three
people on the field.
God.
But
Flame's going to get there in time to defend too, but is he going to be able to with the three people right there? Sneaking out. Ooh, great.
You know
and
what?
Bobby
That's
subbed in for Whiskey.
That is nothing
should I
less
ban Whiskey
than...
just to get him out? Or just leave him for a bit?
Yeah, why not?
Don't kick him.
You can just unban him later.
And while you guys are talking about that, Verona getting great blocks, Kapehameha getting a split. The score is now 3-2, but that's less than shameful for Spikedelic Deathcaps. 3 against 4, and they still managed to lose a cap. They're meant to be the second highest team playing against the fourth. Bull Drogo coming in with not much space to spare, and he does get the cap. Maybe they're just giving them a bit of a confidence boost while they take it away from them in the last seconds. Maybe they did throw the first half in the third quarter of that match. Wouldn't be so sure about that, because Kapehameha is going to get away again. Maybe it's just Bobby not used to playing against these guys, whereas Whiskey Jack has. 3 people to beat, a rolling bomb in his hands, almost gets the return, but can't make it happen. The rolling bomb just stops Bull Drogo from getting the return on Flame.
Kapehameha are just scrambling all over the place now. They have 0 momentum, and another cap to...
And the blocks are on Vexation. That's 3 caps in somewhere around a minute, which has put him back in the lead overall. The overall score 5-6, I do believe.
Whiskey has rejoined the game. They've got 3 minutes to salvage a result from this. They are currently 6-5 down on aggregate.
It's an interesting comeback from Sparkler Deathcaps of this game.
It is, especially that'll be a big talking point. The dropping out of Whiskey Jack, especially as it just completely changed the entire course of the match.
Yep, and it was funny actually that they managed to sneak another cap off it before, losing 3. I thought that was a pretty interesting point, or pretty interesting, what's the word I'm even looking for? I can't speak England.
Can't speak England.
Yeah.
It was definitely a case of shameful defense from the death caps, especially when you have the numerical advantage. You need to take full advantage of it. Just death caps weren't able to get anything done from it, and they even conceded, which is just not something that your captain will want to
They
see.
did get like 2 caps.
Yeah, only after the initial, he was out of the game for, I think, 10 to 20 seconds already, so should have been capitalized on more, I think is what Klosik is saying.
Yeah.
We'll get... Oh, to use the bomb.
The fact of the matter is, if you have a 4 on 3 and you've got the numerical advantage, you should be able to take, not even concede and just build on your lead. And the fact that Deathcaps scored is very worrying. They conceded, sorry, is very worrying.
Jogo is out, past 2. Oh, goes back for that juice, but he still gets out.
So Kapehameha with less than a minute 20
Placids.
to get something from this game. Strogo comes in.
Nice boost. Ambitious, but it was working out. I think they had the callouts right, and they told them to boost off that side, but there were just too many right and close to that flag. Dokugan missing that boost is pretty unfortunate. A's getting away top, but he's going to be cut off, and they ended up kissing. Whiskey's grabbed the flag now. Drogo's just waiting by that bomb, just buying time.
They're stalling, I'd say.
Yep. As you would in this situation.
We'll grab that juice.
See what Whiskey can do. Whiskey juking both Bleach and Verona.
Just
Like
leaking.
the 10th time right now. Whiskey is on form, I think. I don't think Bleach and Verona are playing particularly bad, but I think Whiskey is playing extremely well on top of...
Ooh, Vex.
Okay.
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. 15 seconds left. I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah, I
Verona
agree.
And Bleach both moved in the same spot. Didn't work together as a unit to get that return. Whiskey Jack's the only one who can make anything happen now. If Vexation gets position, there's a bomb there. That's going to help him. He is going to get away, barely. Not on enough time to get a cap. A great play of the day to get away from base.
So at the full-time score, the second half reads 4 Spikedelic Deathcaps, Kapehameha 3, which means Spikedelic Deathcaps take the opening game 6-5 on aggregate. So, thoughts?
Very poor luck from Kapehameha. They probably could have won that game, but poor
I think it was just
connection
unlucky.
issues for Whiskey Jack resulted in that loss.
I feel like if Whiskey didn't drop out, they really had a good shot at winning that half in that first game.
Yeah,
It's just unfortunate more than anything, to be honest. And especially when they did initially capitalize when they were a person down. So yeah, I don't even really know what to say. I guess just caught off guard eventually and didn't manage to pull it back.
Yeah,
They had the momentum in that second half before Whiskey Jack dropped out.
They did.
it's definitely a big issue when players drop out, especially as it is an online game. It's obviously something that you can't tell will happen. And yeah, I guess in this case, it cost Kapehameha the opening match. So I guess we'll turn to something a bit more positive. Who do we feel was the opening game player of the match?
I would say, even though stats probably won't say it, but Whiskey Jack might have been the match that game. Definitely carried Kapehameha that game, I reckon.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Whiskey Jack was probably the strongest, even though he dropped out, he was the strongest player for Kapehameha and was a very large reason of why he kept them in the game. And it was obvious, you could clearly see when he dropped out, that just dramatically changed the entire game.
Welcome, Rain. Rain is going to be our 7th commentator for this match.
Jeez, we have more commentators than Channel 9 commentary team.
Can I be the Richie Benon?
3,
Plus,
2, 1.
only if you, you gotta get the accent right with the chews.
Going. Oh, it's going to be awful.
Blame
Spikedelic
it off it.
Deathcaps chew.
Whiskey,
Flame
Very
getting
offense.
away off the bat. This
Brilliant
is going to be a
offense.
cap as well, unless no.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, just
Wow.
Brilliant offense works.
Kapehameha. I'm not even going to say that name. I'm just going to stop.
You said it right.
Did I? Okay.
Kapehameha.
Kapehameha.
KPH.
The blue
Kapehameha.
team starting off very strong. The red team reeling. And Whiskey Jack is back. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Did they play that as with a man down as well?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, neither. Yeah, okay.
He was gone.
I was going to say.
He left and rejoined instantly.
It's funny that the first cap was actually from a defender, Flame. It's
He
funny
is
how it was
away.
even in that position.
I have to say,
Just give me a touch, right?
Flame has commonly gotten up for Kapehameha this season. Capping.
Yeah, he is.
Just to check his stats, he has scored 4 caps in the regular season, and I think that may have been his second or third in this game alone.
Besides MC Ride, how many other defenders, like if you can do that, have scored that many caps? Or like, is that a common thing?
It's definitely there's a few defenders who managed to get on the score sheet a few times. Manbull Pig, when he was still with us, he capped 4. Streetlamp, who played a mainly defensive role this season, got 5 caps. Bug for the 5-balls managed to get 4. Normally, most of the defenders have got 1 or 2 caps. Dokugan, the top defender in terms of gas for this season, got 2.
Oh, what
Oh,
a great job by
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Ooh.
Sorry to cut you off there.
That's okay. Yeah, just going back to what I was saying earlier, it seems that a lot of defenders are capping this season. They're not capping, obviously, enough to be a serious offensive contender, but they're capping enough just to help their team out, which is something that's very needed.
Well, it's not uncommon.
Oh.
Generally, when those caps
Whiskey,
happen,
can you get past Ryan?
generally when those caps happen, it happens when offensive defense and the defense is just in a great position. It's the same way that when offenders are on offensive defense and they can get a return, it doesn't mean they're the best defenders.
Great
And
handoff
so-
by Drogo there.
Offenders-
Who at Verona, sorry.
Defenders often get those opportunities to grab the
Oh.
flag in a great position while the whole
Could
team's
be
out.
cap. 8 past. Oh,
Verona, nice
out.
blocks.
Turtling
Thanks.
that. Well, Jogo might be out of position. Getting that rolling bomb flame with the tag pro won't do much against Jogo.
Oh! Holy
That-
shit!
That is a play of the game right there. Great double kill using only 1 kill, really. 1 kill turning into a double kill.
What's that? It's not a noob spike, it's something better.
That was,
spike.
that was the
Pro
ultimate
spike.
noob spike. It was a pro spike. That's
Yeah,
exactly.
that's a pro spike. That's the perfect way to put it.
Vexation is a noob who spikes himself, meanwhile. I am there trying to go on offense together, but 3 defenders isn't going to make it easy.
Yeah, just harking back to that second cap, it just really seems that Bleach was out of position trying to block Drogo, who had the rolling bomb, had the advantage, and it just led to a massive disaster.
Too many power-ups. Never thought that would happen.
Especially on Star.
Beach gets the jig juice. Beats
Definitely not.
Vex and Whiskey Jack for it, and they get the line bomb. And he's away.
And that's that drink bleach right there,
All
getting the
1 to
button.
beat for A. Vex should
Oh.
grab. First grab.
There could have been blocks there on Verona's behalf, I think. I had to tab back in. Oh, great dribble by A.
Could have at least forced to grab and get the quick return, but
Yeah.
he was in between.
In between both, that's exactly what happened. A duking his socks off, only to be killed by the one and only Verona.
And that's what I was talking about before. Drink bleach, getting the button right when he needed to, got his flag carrier away, and he wasn't doing that in the first half, or most of this half, but he did it right there. That's what he was doing in his scrims, and I guess it paid off. Vexation getting killed by Spawn.
Great teamwork there by Drogo to help A be in a commanding position for that power up. Flame's going to slip through though. They should be getting this power up. Nice.
Oh, Flame. Let's go.
Good effort by Flame though.
Not using this tag very well at the moment, and doesn't use it well.
They've got a bit of space though.
Ooh,
And now attack pro and base. Drogo not
Right.
choosing to stay. No, he is. Probably the better
That's a
decision.
cap.
He's not even needed. Just slipped right through them all. Did buy them some time though, I think.
Potentially slowing him down a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Drogo on that cap, he had enough to push them out of position and stop any chance of they're coming at A.
So I think that bit of a newbie grab by Drogo with the tag pro actually worked out in their favour. managing to pull the aggro back into base.
I'm sure they're going to tell us at the end that it was totally intentional.
Yep, I think they will. Verona in a nice position there, managing to when you're sitting in that position, you can hold both the button for the middle and you can obviously hold the bottom as a choke point. So it really forces them to either be caught in that bottom part or go around to the top, buying
massive
some more
spiking
time.
from Deathcaps. 1 to beat for Vex.
Drogo's going to get
Oh.
there though. Great blocking by Whiskey as well. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Vex
Oh,
still-
is that a power-up timer script? Oh, shit.
Did not see what? Where?
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Team chat. You guys on the center view?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
saying?
it said Vix left 37, so...
Oh, God.
We have to
Well,
wait.
you know, if any team was going to do it, it's going to be Kapehameha.
It's so true. Whiskey gonna go around and use that boost? No. Didn't have time for it. Probably a good decision. See if he can get round the remainder of them. Oh, that's one down. Drogo managing to get back in time to help out though. Whiskey in a bit of a corner here. Vix has got the re-grab. Gonna go for that power up. Yep.
Sure. Yes,
Watch out,
time.
Whiskey. Nice.
That was good.
Drogo's got the tag pro though. Bit of an escort going on. Oh, A dodging the noob spike. Drogo getting in the way.
But there's still
Oh,
dodges
just
both
managing.
spikes.
There was almost another pro spike.
And
Oh.
also,
Cap.
nice and
Evened
easy
up.
cap for Alamero. His whole team doing all the work for him.
And Drogo, nice bomb. 2 to beat. A tries. No.
Didn't really have a lot of room to pull up the jukes. Bleach and Verona not managing to get Vex there. I think having Dokugan and Whiskey there to do some blocks did help, but I really think Bleach and Verona should have got that. Whiskey managing to get out still, but Bleach managing to get the return. Good opportunity here for Spikedelic, and they've taken the lead. It's the second time they've come from behind to pull in front in a game. I think it's quite interesting. Kappa always seem to be coming out of the gates really strong, but Spikedelic seemed to be a lot more consistent after the initial outburst. Bleach in a bit of a spot. Oh,
That's
great
right.
job.
Great capsize right there, grabbing the flag.
Yep.
Capsizing himself, getting the return with the flag. But that was just the cap that Drogo got before. It was Alamea who got the blocks, which is just further indicative that it really is the offense who seems to be doing all the usual stuff that they're doing, I guess, and the defense is perhaps letting them down a little bit. And again, flag getting out of baseball. Drogo would normally be able to come to the cap, but he can't. Not with the flag there. Alamea's going to have to corner him. Which doesn't guess the call wasn't there. It's not a difficult map to defend on, so it's rather curious that the offenders are the ones who are strutting their stuff so much.
Ooh, attempted noob spike. Bleach managing to put it past him.
Yeah,
seems
a
to roll away
lot of noob
unaffected.
spikes.
Well, what do you expect, to be honest? It's one of those maps where noob spikes work way too well.
Definitely, but I'm just seeing a lot of people go for them. A lot of them. It's really risky, and I don't think a lot of people realize just how risky it is. You get a noob spike, you fail, you're completely out of position. They've only got 3 to beat instead of 4. But they're doing it with every chance that they get.
I think it's more that this map almost encourages it. It's like the loud of it. It's like you
one to
know you
beat.
can get it. This
Another
should be a cap.
Yep.
That's Alamea there again, getting the blocks alongside Drink Bleach.
I think I should be playing defense.
I was doing a little bit of it in the first half of this match, and he was
He
doing
was.
okay there.
Usually the token offender who's horrible at defense, but managing to actually be pretty good at defense this game.
So you're going to be playing in the next semi-final match, Radiant. Is there anything that you're watching happening now that you're really taking from this and trying to learn from?
Just quite a few mistakes like that, really, and also quite a lot of teamwork for the offenders, managing to sneak grabs out of opportunities I didn't even think would be happening, especially on Kappa's side.
Oh, Dokugan.
Probably taking. Oh,
Yeah,
great
Dokugan.
boost by Dokugan.
Which gets it time in. Very good ball.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
carrying the flag and going straight down.
Oh, hard luck.
And as we finish the first half, that is Spikedelic Deathcaps 4, Kapehameha 2. So Kapehameha, with their work cut out for them in the second half of the second game, anything less than a 3-cap victory will see the end of their season, I believe. Oh no, 2 caps.
Just a victory is all they need.
So where did it go so wrong for Kapehameha in that half?
I just believe Death Cap stepped up, but probably 6 minutes to go in that half, Death Caps just started to dominate, and Kapehameha couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I feel that this is especially one of those maps where if another team gets ahead really easily and quickly, then it's going to be a lot of work from the other side to catch up. I just feel that Kapehameha, as Vinek said, they started off really, really well, and hopefully they'll be doing that again this half, but hopefully they can sustain it for the entire 10 minutes rather than fade out after 3 or 4.
I really want to see Kappa pull it back and bring it into a third match, even though I'd put our match off schedule. I think it's always fun to see an extremely close match come down to the last game.
Yeah. Like, I personally think that neither side has been the better side by far. I feel
agree.
that it could go either way, legitimately, still at this stage. Deathcaps have just been doing enough to get ahead, and that is what sets them apart as a team. If your side does all the good stuff well, you just can't get it done, then you're not going to be a good team. If you can do all the good stuff well and get it finished, then that's how you're going to get ahead, and that's how Deathcaps did so well this season, coming in second.
But quite a bit of drama in the previous half regarding that power up timer.
Yeah, it was a bit sneaky.
3,
Probably an accidental press, do you guys think?
Probably. Or just something of habit.
Yeah.
Even if it was an accidental press, wasn't the instruction to uninstall those?
Yeah. We will probably have to deal with that after the game. But currently it might not make much difference. I guess we'll find out.
A is away with X.
Flag Pro. Oh, just managing to avoid a collision there with Bleach. Oh, great split! And
Oh.
the cab. Wow, fantastic juking by
There's only one
A.
person you can blame for that one.
Yep.
Vexation spiking himself completely uncontested. Not spiking himself, but running into the wall completely uncontested. Getting a return, giving them a cap. 3 more caps and they're back in the game. 3 caps in 9 minutes. 1 cap every 3 minutes. Can they do
Nice
it?
button for Bleach. Everyone just waiting. Just not getting away. And he does almost things. Bakugan, return, no, A gets away.
Going for that power up ended in his demise. Sometimes a bit risky to go for a power up just because of where they're placed. It can lead to you being cornered. And sometimes a debate whether it's worth getting or not. Oh, this could be an opportunity here, but A's going to push round, blocking off that bottom choke and disabling Flame's rolling bomb. Jogo's coming in as well.
Flame could have used that rolling bomb to kill a lot of that offensive defense on the
Whiskey
spikes.
take 2.
A slipping through the blocks, and Verona manages to come around the outside and clean up. Vix hugging the wall. Watching out for that button. Could see the buttons being of extreme importance right here. Flame managing to get rid of whoever that was. Oh, this could be a cap. It's up to A.
Nice
Great
box.
patience. Great patience.
Yeah, very nice work.
But the man didn't move. He could have moved forward to just a little bit and he would have got that return, but I guess it was just... It feels really awkward when you're being blocked. You know what you're doing when you're holding through.
Down to...
Just
Oh,
an
hey.
Hail goes for the rolling ball. Misses
what are
out
you
in a clear
doing?
cap.
I think he'd already made up his mind and started going to it. And great blocks by Bleach.
He did, and I don't think the communication was there. Base clear as an underrated piercing
Nice
communication
bomb.
like that.
Great job by Whiskey.
Ooh, Mr. Collision there. Touch from frame. Being Flame, but Rhino gets dragged away again,
Spike.
and it's
Solid return.
probably looking to kiss. No,
I think he might go for the kiss.
oh,
Ooh, maybe not. Waiting for the power-ups. Oof, again.
Varrona's
Those
getting ready to sub
power-ups.
off from the looks of it. Not moving. Moose is coming in.
up for
Moose
Whiskies.
and Verona, fun fact of the day, worked together in Bad Bulls 2 last season. In only one OLTP match.
Okay,
And Gabe sizzled a big gasp score. So, I think that based on that, it's going to be pretty good. Radian has just abused his mod powers on Verona.
for the greater good.
And he sparked himself. It's very unlikely. It is bad internet connection going all over the place.
I think we've got Ank Morpork spectating this game, so I'm sure he'll be able to see that you're abusing your mod powers. It's okay, guys.
Maybe Sizzle can move up the ranks and hopefully become one as my replacement.
Become a what?
The mod.
Mod? I already am. You just don't know it yet.
Oh, real? Okay.
Commentators has turned into tag pro political talk.
Yep.
Isn't that everything OLTB though? I thought it was. Majestic Moose going for a snipe and he makes it
Great
work.
job.
Return. Albeit with a little bit of help with containment from Bald Jogo. Now he's going to get some containment on Vexation.
Great
Going to push him into the
patience.
corner. Ailemare there to help him out. Going for the bomb is Vexation. Makes it work to get away.
Oh, great job.
And now he's got the escort from Flame. Bald Jogo with the rolling bomb on offense. Uses it to
Damn it,
grab,
man.
getting
Flame.
returned by Whiskey Jack. Tag Bro escort. That should be an easy cap. No harm there. So one extra cap is what the Kapehameha apparently, needs.
Really?
Uh,
I think so.
It's not.
It's not Sizzle cheese.
It's this.
Get good, son.
no,
Oh, great drinks by Whiskey and Vexation.
I think the word is the facetiousness is the thing that the Nemesis and Radiant and the other commentators here can't detect. Ailemare getting returned. Vexation is on his way. If they get the blocks, they are in the finals. With 5 minutes left of this match to go, Kapehameha are on their way into the finals. Bald Drogo getting returned. All they got to do is just hold on to it now.
I don't think they are.
No,
They
they
still
not
need another
Evened up
cap.
again. It's
And then
now
it
it's
has
a
to go
draw.
into extra time.
yeah.
They still need to get another
Like,
cap,
if
I
they-
think.
If they win and then they draw, is that not a win for them overall?
Nope.
The first game was a win to Death
Spike.
Spikes. And
And
So
then
this is only the
Kappa-
first half of the second game. Is that right?
this is the
no,
second,
half.
You missed,
Oh,
you missed
OLTP,
the first
alright.
half of the first game.
Oh, great button by... I'm not sure even who that was, Whiskey or Flame.
I think
Either way,
it was-
they've got an opportunity
I
here.
think Flame just tapped it.
Ooh, a bit of a pickle here, though. Not managing to quite get them round. All of the SCC are on offensive defense right now. Whiskey's got a bit of work to do. Moose is behind him, though. Lord Jogo is going to be able to cut through in front. Moose is going to wait for that booster spawn. No, he's not. Whiskey's going to make some jukes. He's trying to make it happen. Not quite managing to get through, though. And A has got the counter grab.
Might need a move.
Oh, great noob spike. Too bad they just couldn't capitalize on it.
Communication. If Vex can get that rolling bomb, Flame should be talking to Vex.
I think he's probably communicated it then. It's just a matter of getting him there. And he's going to go for it now. And Flame not choosing to grab, which is a good move.
Almost did.
I'm sure it was just a jerk, making it look like he was. Vex is going to try come up through the narrow side and manage to slip past Drink Bleach with the tag pro.
Oh, key spot from Majestic Moose.
Drogo
Good
running the
play,
rounds. Just narrowly avoided being returned. Drogo taking out all of his chasers, giving him some time and a bit of space. It's going to be quickly shut down again by Flame and
Gets the
Whiskey.
button.
Oh, great button. It's just that kind of stuff that makes Star quite unique. It's just, you sometimes don't even... Oh, great.
Dodged at the gate.
Yeah.
Tiptoeing around the edge of that gate to stay alive. He's going to go back up through the top. And this is the kind of stuff that I was seeing in scrims as well, is that Spikedelic Deathcaps would just keep bouncing up and down
Oh,
and up
great
and down the
button
map.
usage by Whiskey. Vex capitalizing on it beautifully as well. Too bad they're all back in the base again. Oh,
Boom.
rolling bomb there, but just unfortunate timing for that respawn.
Already spiked himself on the...
Oh, this could be a nice counter. It's all up to Whiskey, really.
That's delayed. Yep, that's what it was. Yeah. Oh
Flame breaking the first rule of offensive defense, always stay flag side. Obviously not not purposefully, just a little bit caught out of
no.
position.
Lead with a tag bro. Another cap here.
Well, that was very close. Only barely managing to get through that one, but they are leading in this half. Aggregate score, I believe, 7-2. They're only 2 in the first half. 7-5 aggregate in the first half.
They've thrown this game out.
Wouldn't be the first time they did it. Implying that they threw the other game. OLTP Drama Season 3.
Current aggregate score for this game stands at, I think it's 9-7.
I think so, yeah. Should be writing this stuff down as a commentator. I'm used to like streaming it and having it right in front of me.
We do have that new function of putting the scores in.
That's true. It does screw up the CSVs though, which is why we don't use it, yeah. Konnichiwa.
We can probably change it for next season, but then again, like, someone will forget one day and I'll fuck it up.
Oh, Dario splits, Flame, Dokugan, following Rob, and grabs.
Bit of a do-or-die here for Kappa. They need, how many is it? Two or three two caps to get a draw?
Yeah. With 30 seconds left.
They need 2 caps to draw, but a draw's not enough. They need a win.
Yeah.
30 seconds to score 3 caps.
Can they draw and play the second game?
I really
If they
don't
draw,
think it's
it's
possible.
a win and a draw, and it won't work for them.
I think Spikedelic could literally just sit AFK and win this one. Which is unfortunate. Not as close as we'd hope, but not every game can be a nail-biting finish. Kapehameha is just going to hold that flag.
3, 2, 1.
And that is the end of the run for Kapehameha, who have lost the second game. What is it? It's 9-7, bringing the totals, like the total games won and lost to one. The first game to Spikedelic. The second game is to Spikedelic also. What are your guys' thoughts on the match?
I think the offense of Drogo and A beat the defense of Dokugan and Flame. I don't Bleach and Rona and X didn't really have much of an impact. It was just the match between A and Drogo versus, especially in their second game, it's Dokugan and Flame.
I've got to head off. I'm playing a game soon. So, great match by all. Enjoyed watching and commentating that. Thank you to Penguin for streaming it. Next up is going to be the Cap 22s versus the 0.12 Rebels.
Yep, okay, so just to summarise, Game 1 was Spikedelic Deathcap 6, Kapehameha 5. Game 2 was Spikedelic Deathcap 7, Kapehameha 5, which means Spikedelic Deathcaps win on an overall scoreline of 2-0, and they will be the first side in the Season 2 Premier Ball. Hopefully you can hang around on this stream, as we will be showing 0.12 Rebels against Cap 22s on the same map.